Are you missing assignments or falling behind?
Sometimes.
Do you even own a planner?
Well, yeah, but I just never really use it. What's it to you, ominous voice?
Do you feel like you're missing out on life's precious moments because you're playing a constant game of catch up with yourself with all of those assignments and things that you just totally forgot about?
Okay, what the
That's just how it goes.
Okay, so we may have a little bit of work to do in the planning and organization department, but that's where I come in. Hey friends, my name is Lizzy. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My goal is to help you create a life that you love, and today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite topics, planning and organization. More specifically, bullet journaling and how I set up my bullet journal and the uses of it. I kind of want to go more in depth than just showing you my May spread, even though that is going to be included in this video at the end. So if you want to see how I actually lay out my bullet journal, I will show you guys that, so stay tuned. I just want to preface this by saying I have tried about every single planning method in the book, but nothing really hits like a bullet journal for me for a few reasons. Let me grab it actually. So this is my bullet journal. It is a Leuchtturm, I don't know how to say it. Leuchtturm 1917. If you know anything about bullet journals, then you probably have heard of it before, but you can buy them on Amazon. They come in a ton of cute colors. I've had one in green before this, and I decided to go with this blue color because it kind of matched my personality a little bit more. So when it comes to bullet journaling for me, it's more of an outlet and a fun way to organize all of my tasks than anything. I love how I can customize it. If I want to track certain things, I can track them. It's just all around a perfect planning method for me. I honestly feel so personally invested in this little book right here because it's so malleable. I can choose how extravagant or minimalist I want it to be. I can choose the layout, the style, the format, anything. It's all up to me because it just starts with blank pages. I mean, if you haven't seen these before, this is a grid one. You can buy them. I think you can buy just white paper if you want, but I do like the grid because it kind of helps with certain drawings or layouts that I like to do. For example, this is my layout for this week, and I personally like to have it on a weekly spread just so I can get a good overview of what I need to do for that week. All right, so I did want to give you just a little overview of kind of how I do my layouts normally. So let's open her on up to, what spread do I want to do? All right, let's look at my January spread. So I like to start off with a month page. Now this can be decorated or not, it really doesn't matter. Depending on how detailed you want to get with it, it's totally up to you. You could literally just write January if you wanted, it doesn't have to be fancy. So turning the page, I do like to have a habit tracker, and then this month I did a highlight of my day, which I kind of didn't do for this portion, but I do have a habit tracker and I like to track certain habits. So as you can see, I have one box for every day of the month. I like to track how often I do yoga or go to the gym, how often I read, how often I do a tarot card reading, and then no spend. So if I don't make any purchases in a day, then I kind of see that as a positive thing. And then I did a little monthly overview. Some people like to do calendars on a full page, but personally I don't have that many big things going on, and I really didn't this month either. That's the great thing about bullet journaling too, is you can really mold it to how your month is going to look. But I did just draw out this little calendar here, and I marked the time that I was on vacation. So like you can see, most of the month I was visiting my mom in Hawaii, and I went to Texas as well. So turning the page, this kind of goes into my weekly spread. I just, like I said earlier, I like to have the layout of the whole week here, and then I can just write down my daily tasks that need to get done that day. This can be school assignments, this can be really anything. So you can really do anything with it. I did a little travel log. It was kind of underfilled just because I was on vacation, I was doing a lot, so obviously it wasn't super filled up. And then classes started this day, so I drew out a little class schedule. Go on Pinterest and look around because there's so many great ideas, and you can expand on this way more than I have. You can make it personal. For example, you could do a layout of what your ideal morning would look like. You could write down 50 quarantine activities that you want to get done and check them off as you go through the month. And I don't want to like sprinkle shade on other planning methods. You know, if you have something that works for you and it's working continuously, then go ahead and do that. You know, don't change if something's working. But if you need a little more oomph, a little more creativity sprinkled into your life, and you really need to get your planning together. Like if you're missing assignments, like that is a no-go for college. Those journals are like 20 bucks. I know that can be a little expensive for some people, but if you look at it as a long-term investment, it really will last you a long time too. I've filled up 2 of these already, and they usually last either the whole year or most of the year. So you're pretty much just buying a planner, and it's totally customizable. It's so fun to mess around with and get new ideas. So I am gonna jump into my May spread. So let's get on into that, and you guys can see how I actually lay out a spread.
So for my May spread, I decided to do a star and moon theme, and I started off by doing my cover page or monthly page, and I just wanted to do a little calendar layout so I could get a good overview of all of the days. And I'm sorry for the quality in this clip, it does improve as the video goes on. This was just the last part that I filmed and it was getting a little bit dark out. But anyways, I'll just pop on this voiceover when things need to be explained, but I'll let you guys enjoy the soothing drawing. And I just want to say, nobody is perfect. I made a ton of mistakes and it happens. Alright, calling all my people who don't know calligraphy, including your girl here. Yeah, it's difficult and I don't have the right pens for that, so I just kind of do an outline, and if you choose one way that the letter is going, I mean, you can kind of see how I do it in the drawing. It's difficult to explain. And as you can see, I'm just working on my habit and mood tracker. I do like to track when I wake up, if I work out, spending no money, reading, eating healthy, and doing a drawing every now and again. Now, this next page that I'm doing is unique to me because I'm trying to work on my YouTube skills, so I'm planning out my videos and just tracking a couple things when it comes to YouTube. Now, this is where you can really get personal here. If you're not a YouTuber or that just doesn't interest you at all, you could do like an ideal morning or night routine. You could do that quarantine list. You can look on Pinterest and see all the amazing ideas that people have already done and look at those for inspiration and guidance. But I do like to use this page. It really helps me out. And look there, I made a little mistake. But there are no mistakes, there are only happy accidents. Dopamine got me feeling like I gotta run. Need another hit or two before I'm having fun. I'm gonna quit this shit before it fucks me up. I'm gonna quit this shit before it fucks me up. Dopamine got me feeling like I gotta run. Need another hit or two before I'm having fun. I'm gonna quit this shit before it fucks me up. I'm gonna quit this shit before it fucks me up. Need a night out, feeling high now, waiting on you. I feel it coming out. Need a night out. I'm gonna be really honest here, guys. This was not my best spread. There were a lot of smudges, a lot of mistakes, but it's just accurate of how, things usually go for me, I guess. But it does just kind of reinforce that idea that you really do not need to be that meticulous with it. It does not have to be perfect. At the end of the day, it's a planning, journaling, all-encompassing little journal for yourself.
Woke up at 11 o'clock, I ain't got no job, what the hell should I do today? This feel like some I don't give a fuck, oh my god, shut the fuck up, I ain't hearing what you gotta say. What the deal, how you feel, not important. All I'm thinking about is riding in these Porsches, but don't be coming at me with that horse shit. Acting like you know me, that's the worst shit.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why I was using that little purple piece of paper, that is why, right there. That's how smudges happen, people.
Take a hit, take a hit, take another one. Hold your breath till it turns you on. Let your feet leave the ground, hold my hand and don't let go. Take a trip, we can get away, lose ourselves.
Alright guys, so I did forget to film an outro for this video, so you get voiceover Lizzy. She's pretty much better than the real thing. Anyways, I decided to do a little monthly overview just so if I had any important events, I could list them there. I did film a whole nother page of my weekly spread, but the footage just got lost somehow. But you can see it in this layout. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be posting one of these every single month, so look out for that. Follow me on my social medias. They'll be down below, and have a wonderful morning, evening, or night.